Hi, my name is Ainul binti Sahril. So today I would like to present about my proposal. The title is Reduction of Sea Turtle Population Recruitment Caused by Nightlight. First, I will go with the introduction. First one is the coastline is an attractive area for the growth of various economic activities. Then, its new threats to coastal biodiversity have linked with development and increased utilization, and for the organisms that temporarily use coastal environments such as sea turtles, estuarine fish, seabirds, marine mammals for resting, foraging or reproduction.
Lastly, the coastal development has accelerated the spread of artificial nightlights.
Next, we'll move on to the research background. First, the effects of artificial nighttime lighting have been studied experimentally and empirically on sea turtles, the charismatic megafauna. Then, sea turtles that are adult females lay their nest near to where they were hatched many years ago on the coastal beaches. The hatchlings leave the nest at night and rely on their vision cues that will direct them to the horizon's brightest and lowest point, leading them to the ocean gradually. Each nesting beach has distinct topographical features such as slope, width, sea routes that back the shore, which could alter the cues for orientation perceived by sea turtle hatchlings. Alternatively, sea turtles have shown different fundamental qualities in relation to the features of nesting site microenvironments such as thermal adaptive differentiation to fine-scale nesting conditions, varying thermal tolerance of embryos, varying pivotal sex determination temperatures. Next, artificial lighting. What is artificial lighting? Artificial light is any light source that is not naturally occurring. It includes things like flash or strobe, and also any street lights, indoor lighting, or other man-made light sources. The example of artificial lighting is LED light, fluorescent light, incandescent light, vapor light, and neon light. Next, topographical features. What is topographical features? Topography means describes the physical features of an area of land. Typically include natural formations such as mountains, rivers, lakes, and valleys. Topography is a special points, lines, and regions that have a specific meaning for describing the shape of the terrain, correspond to local differential properties of the terrain surface. Next, ways to study topographical features. First one, by direct survey, which is a person on the ground uses surveying equipment. Second one, indirect survey, which remote areas may be mapped using indirect methods. What are topographical features used for? First one, agriculture, environment, weather, military, and others. The justification for this proposal is nightlight pollution could alter the cues perceived, disorienting the fragile hatchlings. Next, the responses of sea turtle hatchlings to artificial nighttime lighting could vary significantly depending on various factors, either anthropogenic or natural. Lastly, local conditions operating at the nesting site level determine the fine-scale responses of hatchlings, thus conservation measures should be drawn in respect to site-specific properties. The objectives of this project, the first one is to study the impact of hatchlings disorientation due to artificial nighttime lighting. Second, to identify the topographical features that alter the cues for orientation perceived by sea turtle hatchlings. And lastly, to identify the degree to which specific measures needed to be taken for mitigating potential impacts of nightlight pollution. The sampling site for this project will be at Pangko Island. This is the methodology framework, which is started with fieldwork, then divided into two. The first one light pollution assessment, the second one orientation patterns and nest environment. For light pollution assessment, there will be nighttime light measurement using portable light meter, then orientation patterns and nest environment. There will be hatchling tracks and roads using fan mapping method. This is the methodology for this project. The first one is light pollution assessment. The first step is the beach will be divided into 4 stations, then one of nighttime lighting measurements for each one of the station will be taken under the absence of cloud cover. Third, the 360-degree bearing of the coastal lighting and the brightest sources of light visible from the beach will be recorded. Fourth, the 360-degree bearing of sky glow degrees and its strongest sources will be recorded. Fifth, the light intensity will be recorded. Sixth, the mean light intensity at the nesting beach level will be produced as the average of the measurements taken at each station. Lastly, measurements will be conducted by means of a portable light meter. Second one, orientation, patterns, and nest environment. First, the nesting beaches will be visited during the dawn. Second, hatchling tracks will be counted and their routes will be recorded by using a GPS. Third, use fan mapping method. The angle of the fan, the model direction, and the direct line from the nest to the sea will be measured. Fourth, bearings will be recorded by means of a compass at distance of 5 meters from the nest. Lastly, then a series of parameters for each nest will be also recorded. This is the Gantt chart for this project that will be started in October 2022, then will be finished in August 2023. The expected result from this project will be the impacts of hatchlings disorientation due to artificial nighttime lighting. Second one, the longer nesting station will be the most exposed to nightlight than the other nesting station. Then, the higher disruption of sea finding was detected at the most light-impacted beach. Fourth, microtopographic beach features such as depressions that parallel the tide line might act as traps for hatchlings, since the perceived lowest horizon elevation for a hatchling in the bottom of the depression is in a parallel direction to the sea line, forcing them to wander for long distances along the sea line. Lastly, nightlight's characteristics such as their wavelength and polarization might also have an impact on the sea finding orientation ability of sea turtle hatchlings. And this is my references. That's all from me. Thank you.